I'm not even getting anywhere. Oh, maybe this guy. Yeah, really good competition down there.
I am the chosen one, the one to ride in the golden sun. The only one who never had a fairy growing up. I was told to run until my journey is over and done. Safer from his clutch, I know that I can't till I'm old enough. I am the chosen one.
What's up, everyone? It's your boy, Andy Coach George Kelly was with this conditioning circuit. Do the circuit 3 times for 40 seconds of work, 3 sets of rest. First one's the ropes. Second one is a dumbbell thruster. Squat down, push the weight up over your head. Third one is around the worlds. Third one's hand-to-hand swings. Hip dominant movement. Good anti-rotational factors. Should be a little more explosive than that. This is the first workout since I got back from the field, so I was moving pretty slow and sweating a whole lot. Then around the world, so you raise up a hand, a foot, trying not to rock around. Rock and roll, as I say. And brace the core. Brace that core. So you walk your hands out if you want to make it harder, or just leave your hands right where they are. Touchdown squats. Build some lateral pressure in the squat. Get some lightweight type body weight movements. Stretch out a little bit while you're working out. Push-ups with a shoulder touch. Again, another anti-rotational movement. I do a lot of core work on a deload week, even though it's not a deload week anymore because I only have 2 weeks to train. And I gotta go away for 2 weeks. So, I'm just doing some damn work. Not too concerned about what I'm doing lately. Single arm bodyweight rows. Burn your quads and your core and your back up. Really makes it feel nice. Do a couple on each arm and switch. And box jumps, because doing a box jump when you're fatigued is hard. Normally I would stand up all the way, but since I have the ceiling there, I don't. And then stability ball pikes on the toes, so you can either do this on the tops of your feet if you want to do a pike, or on your toes like this to make it harder, or a knee tuck, which is also acceptable. I like doing pikes, because they're harder. So that's what I did. And I just did 3 sets of 15 of these bodyweight tricep extensions and slow barbell curls. My elbow, like I've been saying, has really been bugging me. So I'm trying to just get some full range of motion into it and stretch it while I'm moving. And it's feeling a little bit better since then. So hopefully today I can go do some damn work. Because I'm really sick of my fucking elbow hurting. So tight grip on the barbell, make sure you really squeeze it. I think that's part of the problem is my forearms are, my grip is just not strong enough right now. Sometimes it comes and it goes, and when it goes, it really fucks up my elbow because I have nothing to stabilize it. So I put a lot of stress on the elbow joint, on the connective tissue, instead of being able to support it with the muscular system. It's really weird. I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore. The pump was for real that day. Like I said, it was the first workout since I got back from the field for a couple days, and it was a little fatigued and deconditioned. And then the next day, I did some squats. 295 with the safety squat bar for 4 sets of 6. My left knee now was fucking bugging me, or has been bugging me for like a year and a half. And that I think is because of muscular imbalance, pulling on the patella tendons. And, fuck it though. The first rep sucked, but after that, the rest of the reps were bearable, so I just kept doing it, even though it felt like it was going to blow my fucking kneecap off. I just went out and hammered them in. Did my best to hammer them in anyway. So you can watch some hip shifting going on. Yeah, right there. You'll see just how bad it really gets as I try and go a little bit faster. These reps actually aren't that bad. They felt a lot worse than they looked. They felt like they were moving damn slow. I didn't feel like I was getting, proper depth. You can see I brought my feet into where I normally squat, which might only be 3 or 4 inches, but it's closer than where it used to be, so that puts a little bit of different emphasis in different areas of the squat. Changes the squat a little bit. So, trying to get used to it. I threw a gangster wrap on my knee, hoping that would help, and really it didn't. It didn't help at all. By the end of the work, it felt fine, but during it just really sucked. So I'm trying to brace the core. I don't have a belt on, so I'm trying to brace the core, not get tossed forward by the safety squat bar. And then just do your damn squats. Keeping the knees forced out pretty well on that day. Screwing my feet in, I should say, not just knees out. Then I did some front squats. Pretty stoked I can do front squats, even though they fucking really sucked. It was really hard to maintain a level of discipline to stay upright and do the damn squats. Let the knees travel forward. Just try and squat straight down. Don't try and sit back too much, even though you should break at the hips and the knees at the same time. Keep the elbows up and in. Keep the chin up. That'll help a little bit. Not looking up, but keeping the chin up will kind of help not tip forward. Maintaining a 360-degree circumferential pressure in your core area. Turn your feet slightly outward on these, because you do need to squat a little flat-footed. Did 3 sets of 10, and then went and did this core work. So this is supposed to be anti-rotational work, even though there's a lot of rotation in it with the cable. See that swinging like a motherfucker. A lot of the times I would put a band on it to kind of track it in the right place, but today I didn't. And then driving through the glute, trying not to twist the spine too much, because the spine doesn't really like to be twisted or bend. Kind of just likes to stay neutral. It has it has an ability to flex and extend and rotate, but that shouldn't be the main purpose of the exercise. So just like with these ring fallouts that you're going to see next, my back isn't bending or extending. It's staying neutral, and I'm letting my arms do the work. It's something I've mentioned before in previous videos. Driving through the hips. Rotate the hips. When I would do these normally, I don't know why I didn't on this day, I would actually pivot the inside foot so that the hips can rotate all the way through. So on these, you'll watch my spine stays neutral, my arms stretch out, and then my arms bring myself back in. So my body's going up and down, but my spine isn't flexing. That's to maintain good posture, good anti-extension discipline, and get fucking stronger. If you start crunching and doing sit-ups and stuff when you need to stabilize during a lift like a squat or a deadlift or something to that extent, what you're going to find out is that contract and relax will only allow you to stabilize for a short amount of time versus doing something like these plank variations. But anyway, that's the video. Like the video, share the video, comment below. I appreciate your time.